Hello, this is Walter Alexander of Alex's Before and After Restorations. I'm here to show you one of the fine restorations I've done. This is what we call a Minit Pop popcorn machine. It was made in the late 1940s and was produced all the way through the 50s by 3 different manufacturers. The company was sold and bought 3 different times, and this popcorn machine was made under 4 different names. You Pop It, Minit Pop, Popcorn Shop, and it was even an infrared popping version, which is basically a tumbling hot air popper. Relatively, these machines all use the same internal mechanical mechanisms, but the popping methods varied slightly. And this particular model uses a hot plate, aluminum casted hot plate, much like you'd find in some of your appliances, your frying appliances you would use today. Anyway, let's see if we can take a closer look. What we're going to do is actually pop a bag of popcorn and let you see how it functions and the operation and the process it goes through. This machine actually pops the popcorn and dispenses it into a bag, a 1-ounce popcorn bag, and all by using just a simple dime, placing it in a slot, and the operation
Okay,
is
you're back here with Alex's Before and After Restorations.
And as we were talking about, this is the Minit Pop popcorn machine, made in the 40s and all the way through the 50s. And right now we're going to put a dime in the coin slot and watch this thing operate. As we do, I want to show you all the steps through the process. It's very simple. This is what people used to do for entertainment. These things would be placed at gas stations or at drug stores on the corners, near movie theaters, and people would actually line up on a Friday or Saturday night to put a dime in this machine just to watch it operate. It's that interesting and that much of a novelty. And you could get a bag of popcorn for a dime. So as we get a little bit closer in, I want to show you that where the bags are located. This is the bag dispenser. Open the bag, pull the bag out, open it up. Make sure it's fully open. And this bag is placed under this dispensing funnel, right in that little opening. And you'll see up here there's a directional sign. Tells the person how to operate the machine when they walk up to it. 1, insert diamond slot. And we're going to do that now in the coin slot. 2, open the bag fully and place undershoot, which we already did. And right now you'll see the lights begin to flash. And what's happening now is the machine has gone into the high heat mode of operation. In the high heat mode of operation, the kettle, the cooking kettle, is coming up to 400 degrees temperature. In that kettle, there's a hot plate, and the hot plate has a thin layer of coconut oil already sitting on it. That hot plate is heating that coconut oil to 400 degrees. And as soon as that hot plate reaches the required temperature for cooking corn, this machine will dispense the corn into that kettle. And if you'll look right here to your right, you'll see that right of the machine there's a popcorn kernel hopper. And that holds the kernels for the popcorn before they're cooked. And on the left hand side over here, that's a vat that contains the coconut oil. And the coconut oil congeals at 80 degrees, so it has preheaters in it when the machine is in operation that preheat the coconut oil to 120 degrees so it's in a fluid state. And if you'll look down into the machine, you'll see there's a tube, and that tube actually dispenses the oil into this kettle, cooking kettle. The cooking kettle then has the coconut oil in it, and as this machine continues to preheat to the 400 required degrees for cooking corn, you'll notice that there's a red cup underneath the popcorn hopper, and that red cup is filled with popcorn kernels. The little red cup that's filled with popcorn kernels is going to be traveling across, and will push with the little arm that you see there, will push open the door on the cooking kettle. When it pushes that door open, the tipper arm that's located on the kettle will tip the cup and cause the kernels to fall into the popcorn hopper, or the popcorn cooking kettle. The cup then returns back to its home position and is filled again with popcorn kernels, awaiting the next vending cycle. Now, as you see, the popcorn kettle is actually, the mechanical mechanism in this machine is actually shaking the kettle to keep the popcorn from burning. That action moves the kernels around on the hot plate and keeps it from scorching the oil and scorching the kernels. And you can hear the popcorn popping. And if you were here, you could actually smell the delicious coconut oil as it cooks and pops the corn. Now the kettle is going to rise up and tip and drop the popcorn into the bag through the funnel. The mechanism stops, and the tube inside here, actually the solenoid valve opens and allows another metered amount of popcorn oil or coconut oil to be dispensed into the kettle for the next vending cycle. And we'll just shake this down, and we've got a full 1 ounce bag of popcorn from simply placing a dime into this machine. Yum, 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 yum. It is good. I'm going to open the machine now and show you the internal mechanism. This is where the bags are filled, and this open this, and then the bags are filled inside here. Down in here you'll see the cooking mechanism. All the gears that make all this process possible. And the arms. And this is a overflow cup that catches any unused oil. You see it down at the bottom there. Of course, there's the coin box that holds the coins, the dimes that you've inserted into the machine for buying your popcorn. And there is the coin return slot, bezel, and here's the coin insert bezel, and the coin rejection button in case your coin gets stuck in the coin mechanism. And of course, we're going to travel up here. You see the fluorescent light, and over the top, and here is the fan. This fan actually serves the purpose for getting a crowd to and people to come around this machine. It blows the aroma of the coconut oil and cooked corn out into the atmosphere, and it drifts across the air, of course, for everybody to smell the delicious corn and It was this machine was just very well planned out for getting people to place a dime in the slot and get their popcorn.